pervasive desire for things to be a certain way is the womb of stress. It will inevitably result in stress. We back, baby, with another reflection in Daily Vedantic. If the universe is infinite, then every single point is at the exact center of it. Stress, the term of stress, and this question has come up recently here in the Venice Vedanta Club. Someone was asking, what does Vedanta say about stress and how to get rid of it? Well, stress it's a mechanical engineering term for when a structure is pulled in opposing directions. That's where stress comes from, and obviously in the last 10, 20 years, no one uses it in that original meaning anymore. We talk about stress in our life. My wife and I were listening to this audiobook, and the author said something brilliant where she said that whenever we use the word stress, replace it with fear. Instead of in casual conversation, well, things are good, but I'm stressed about this and this and this. And what would happen if we replaced it with the word fear? It's going well, but work is fraught with fear right now because I don't know if I'm going to get that promotion I want. I don't know if my boss thinks I'm doing a good enough job. I think it's a step in the right direction. It's actually quite useful. Vedanta describes stress as mental agitation caused by an interruption in desire. Interrupted desire. So in this framework, you could replace stress if you really want to get at what's going on beneath the surface instead of the casual, commonplace use of the word. You could say, things are good at work, but I'm just feeling a lot of desire and attachment to that promotion or to this job, and I don't want to lose it. Either word you choose, fear or desire, and Vedanta would lean much more towards desire, and attachment is at the heart of all suffering. So the heart of anger, of sorrow, of stress is some kind of, if not multiple kinds of attachments and desires that we have. I might have a desire for quietude while I record these episodes. And my daughters and their friends are swimming and they might be crying out there. I don't know if the microphone picks it up, but in truth, I don't really have the desire for there to be silence out there. I'd rather them play it, rather than use the backyard, than for me to have this studio and require no one to use the backyard. So there is no stress with, in fact, I'm actually insulated from needing to deal with whatever the cause of that crying is. The laughter in the background, them playing, running around, it's a phenomenal soundtrack. And we'll talk about the elimination of stress, what this philosophy says about the elimination of stress here in a second. But it is just what's happening. And when I sat down to record this episode, I knew that was already happening. There wasn't an impractical desire for some sterile environment. So many of our stresses come from impractical desires. Desire nonetheless, but an impractical desire that, man, I want to make a great living. I want to make a great salary, but I don't want to have to deal with a lot of intense work. Or I want to have kids, but I don't want to deal with all that goes with having kids. I want to have a spouse, but I want to be just me, and I don't want to have to cater to someone else in the house, in the room, constantly compromising or negotiating meals, groceries, bills. These are impractical desires, but even the practical ones, I want joy and not sorrow. That is the womb of stress. You're already planting the landmines of stress by having this desire for a backdrop of joy in a life that is not going to be joyful all the time. And that backdrop of desire, that pervasive desire for things to be a certain way, is the womb of stress. It will inevitably result in stress. Life will be one direction, your desire will be the other, and it will put stress on the system. Just like the mechanical engineering term suggests, pulling in opposing directions. Stress on the system. And like I said, either of these would be a better term than just saying I'm stressed or I'm feeling stressed, feeling fear, I'm feeling desire. Fear, the anatomy of fear is losing a sense that you will lose what you already have. And the anatomy of desire is that you have a sense that you need something outside of yourself to be full, to be fulfilled. And you won't be until you get that thing, until you get that promotion, until you get that recognition or validation, until you get that spouse, until you get that child. And as the Buddhists say, it's the 10,000 things. We are walking around with 10,000 desires. 10,000 things that are this massive backdrop in nearly every direction that can result in stress, an interruption between us and getting that thing. If you want to eliminate stress, start eliminating your desires. This philosophy is so clear, it's so explicit around this. If you want to eliminate stress, if you want to live a stress-free life, it's not through getting everything that you want. It's actually eliminating all of the things that you want that you do not need. I'll say that again. It's not through getting everything that you want. It is the illusion of all illusions that just one more thing and then I'll be complete. How many times have you thought that? Getting into college, getting that significant other to say yes, getting that lease for that apartment or house, the mortgage, that job. How many times have you and I said, okay, if I get that, then I'll be happy. The illusion of illusions is that our completion, our fulfillment is just that one more thing, snares of 99, as Ramatirtha called it. It's one more thing and then it'll be 100% complete. Total trap. But kick the tires, try it out. Wait and get that thing. See if anything changes 2 weeks later. Wait for that package to come in. You cannot wait for that new iPad or that new car, and see if anything in your life really changed 2 weeks later. Is it really more of a case of 10,000 things? Yeah, it's that one more thing that's the most pronounced right now. But it's really like just an endless list of things. And an endless list of things that are just traps for stress to come about. But if you can eliminate those, exhaust some of them through experience. Go get the car, realize that's not it. Go get the job, realize that's not it. Make a certain income, and then maybe eliminate the desire for more, realizing, wow, we actually have it pretty good at this point. I have everything that I need. Maybe I can eliminate desire without needing to exhaust it through experience, but get to a point where you just say, okay, a handful of these I just don't need. So thankful for what I already have. Don't need those extra things. Or go fully into exploring, if I got that, man, that would come with a whole lot of extra stress that I don't need. An executive at Airbnb, a good friend of mine, said that, he said, it's kind of like Eye of Sauron. I'd rather not be directly reporting to them. I'm comfortable with being 1 degree away. Part of that might be complacency. Another part of it might recognize, hey, I got it pretty good. And if you open your eyes, you can see that, wow, they're replacing people that report directly to that person left and right, maybe 20% more in pay. ain't worth all the volatility that comes with that role. That friend, his name's Lenny Rachitsky, has gone on to be a massively successful podcaster, newsletter writer. I think he has the most lucrative newsletter on Substack. Great investor in startups. Brilliant guy. And that was one brilliant exchange that I remember having with him. One of many. So brilliant to kind of see it for what it was rather than, well, that's extra validation. That's some stamp on my name that I can put on LinkedIn. It's a little bit extra pay and more is always better. He was actually really, really smart. Is more always better? More desire. It's just more stress, according to this philosophy. So the next time we think about stress, feeling stressed, this stresses me out. Maybe replace it, even in our own heads and how we talk about it to ourselves of, wow, I'm feeling a lot of desire right now. Or if the other articulation speaks to you, wow, I'm feeling a lot of fear right now. Diagnose it, dissect it, see what you are attached to that's causing that stress. If you can understand that, then you can work at it from two different angles. Maybe it's trying to get it. Maybe it's trying to remove that interruption between you and what you desire. Maybe it is trying to get rid of the desire itself. And understanding the anatomy of stress is the first step to eliminating it. That is today's reflection on the Daily Vedantic. We'll see you next time.